Jamie Dornan, the man who made the world fall with his legendary role as Christian Grey, suddenly reappeared after a long absence. But what made the online community explode was not only his return, but also his current appearance. Glowing star no longer a cold gentleman? In a series of new photos that went viral, Jamie appeared with a rugged, romantic and powerful appearance. His delicately trimmed beard, deep, captivating eyes and a more solid body than before made people unable to take their eyes off him. Many fans exclaimed, "Jamie is even more attractive than in 50 Shades." Some comments on social networks even compared him to the image of a mature bad boy, both wild and experienced, making many people's hearts fall uncontrollably. Speech balloon rumors of a new project? Or a reunion? Many people began to speculate. Is this a preparation for an upcoming blockbuster? Or are you getting ready for a screen reunion with Dakota Johnson? Although there has been no official confirmation, the heat from Jamie Dornan's appearance this time is undeniable. The new images quickly climbed to the top trending on platforms and became a hot topic of discussion across social networks. Exploding head fans shocked to know the truth behind the new look. Immediately after the series of hot photos were shared, a close source suddenly revealed Jamie Dornan is preparing for a completely new role, far from all previous images. This role is said to be dark, complex and haunting, requiring Jamie to change both appearance and emotions to fully express the depth of the character. Jamie's change in appearance is no longer random. It is a strategic preparation for a big game about to take place in Hollywood. Clapperboard secret blockbuster is incubating? On international film forums, rumors about a top-secret project with the participation of Jamie Dornan are spreading rapidly. There is news that Jamie is collaborating with the Oscar-winning director. This work is described as Black Swan for men, full of inner feelings and emotional explosions. There may be a familiar actress who has previously co-starred with Jamie. No one said the name, but fans all called out, Dakota Johnson. Heartbreak or a signal to Dakota Johnson? One thing worth noting, Jamie Dornan has not yet officially spoken about this series of photos. But netizens quickly spotted a detail. In a behind-the-scenes photo, Jamie wore the bracelet he wore during an interview with Dakota Johnson in 2019, the period when the two were said to be closest. This made many people wonder. Is Jamie sending a hidden message? Is this not just the return of an actor, but a man who has never let go of a relationship? Fire internet fever, online community calls for back together. Hashtags #Jamie is back and #bring back Dakota quickly climbed to the top of global trends. Fans from all over the world continuously posted pictures, clips and even emotional shares. It's been a long time since Jamie looked this radiant. We always believed you and Dakota were destined. Hollywood needed a bang, and Jamie was the centerpiece. Flushed. How did Dakota Johnson react to Jamie Dornan's return? When Jamie Dornan's hot image spread across social media, the press was constantly looking for Dakota Johnson's reaction. And then, she appeared, at a press conference promoting her new movie. The reporter asked directly, "What do you think of Jamie Dornan's new look?" Dakota paused for a moment, smiled and replied, "He always knows how to surprise the world." The answer was short but enough to make the whole audience hold their breath. Dakota's eyes at that time, sparkling, mixed with a bit of emotion, raised the suspicion that there was still something unsaid between them. Fire 50 Shades fan community explodes, calls for reunion. Immediately after Dakota's sharing, social media seemed to explode. I see a ray of hope in Dakota's eyes. They still care about each other. We need a fourth 50 Shades, or at least a joint project. The fates are not over. They are just on two different journeys, they will meet again. The new #50 Shades reunion has started trending globally, along with fan art and collage clips of the two being shared in droves. Camera with flash paparazzi stalking. Rumors of a private meeting. Breaking news. A Twitter account specializing in Hollywood celebrity news claims that Jamie Dornan was seen near Dakota Johnson's house just days after the hot comeback photos were released. Although there are no verified photos, the source revealed they seemed to have been chatting in the car for over 30 minutes. No crew, no bodyguards. Just the two of them. And that look couldn't be that of just friends. Love letter, don't keep fans waiting, messages from everywhere. A series of fans left comments, sending wishes to Jamie and Dakota. We don't need rumors. We need a project, an ending, or a new chapter, with both of you. Hollywood is big, but the hearts of fans are only for Jamie and Dakota. Crescent Moon Secret City Lights meeting, Jamie Dakota together again? Late on Saturday night, an Instagram user unexpectedly shared a blurry story, capturing the moment when two people who looked exactly like Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson walked side by side on a small street in the Silver Lake area of Los Angeles. They were not accompanied by a crew, no professional lens, just a private, quiet, and meaningful meeting. Jamie wore an old denim jacket, Dakota wore a beanie, her hand still holding the familiar coffee cup. The distance between them? Only half an arm's length, and the look exchanged as if never losing the connection. Speech balloon, we've never really been apart, Dakota finally admits. The next morning, when participating in an interview program, Dakota Johnson was asked about her feelings for the people who had accompanied her through important years. She didn't name anyone, but Dakota's words left the room silent. There are people who, even though they're not there every day, they're always there, in the way you feel things. Fans immediately called out, Jamie Dornan. Envelope Jamie Dornan and the revealed handwritten letter? An anonymous source revealed to Variety. Jamie Dornan wrote a handwritten letter to Dakota, sent through a mutual friend. In the letter, he didn't mention the past, but talked about things that remain intact, despite time. The letter's conclusion is said to be, if you still have a part of your memory, I hope it's the best part. Fans everywhere shared the quote as a symbol of love that never fades. Clapperboard reunited on screen, the hopeful silence. A detail that exploded the online community. Both Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson have a free schedule from February 2026, the time when a director who worked with them is closed casting for a new romantic drama project. Some film sites revealed that this project will be an inner journey, talking about two people who have lost each other, but have never really let go. Red Heart ending or opening? Fans ask, is this a new beginning? Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson, they were once symbols of passionate love in 50 Shades. But perhaps what makes millions of fans unable to take their eyes off them is not just the movie, but the truth behind the scenes, where emotions are the most genuine. Megaphone Jamie Dornan speaks out for the first time, I never forgot her. After a series of days of silence amid the storm of rumors, Jamie Dornan finally appeared on a famous podcast called Behind the Spotlight. In an interview less than 5 minutes long, he left listeners speechless when he first admitted his special connection with Dakota Johnson, something he had avoided mentioning for many years. Studio microphone Jamie spoke slowly, his eyes slightly red. There are people who come into your life, leave a mark, and you can't erase it no matter how many times you try. For me, Dakota is one of those people. The host didn't need to ask any more. No one dared to interrupt him. Heartbreak, I used to run away from my feelings. Jamie continued to share that the huge fame after the 50 Shades series made both of them feel overwhelmed and lost in the middle of the Hollywood whirlpool. We kept quiet because we thought it would be better. But the truth is, I never stopped thinking about her. Rose Dakota Johnson responds to handwritten letter. Just one day after the podcast aired, the media was shocked when a photo went viral on Twitter. showing Dakota Johnson walking out of an antique bookstore holding a neatly folded handwritten letter. It was from Jamie Dornan. A source close to her said. Dakota read the letter for a long time. She didn't cry, she just smiled, the smile you only reserve for things you hold so deep in your heart. Fire netizens are in an uproar, the love story that really isn't over. Fans couldn't calm down about what just happened. Jamie admitted it, he still loves her. This is no longer a hypothesis, this is the truth. Hollywood, please, give them a reunion movie. Give us the happy ending we've all been waiting for. The hashtag Jamie and Dakota forever climbed to the top of Twitter's trending list just 4 hours after the podcast was released. Streaming platforms like Netflix, Prime, HBO Max started to be tagged by fans in the post with the hope of buying the reunion script right away. Sparkles, a door has opened. Will a new chapter begin? Jamie Dornan and Dakota Johnson, after all the noise, ups and downs and distance, seem to still have something left to do. And this time, the whole world is watching them not just as two actors, but as two people who have truly touched each other's hearts, and the hearts of millions of others.